For every tree is known by his own fruit. For of thorns men do not gather figs, nor of a bramble bush gather they grapes. A good man, out of the good treasure of his heart, bringeth forth that which is good, and an evil man, out of the evil treasure of his heart, bringeth forth that which is evil, for of the abundance of the heart his mouth speaks. And then, loose lips sink ships. I'm telling you, some people, they get courage when they get a little intoxicated. Emotional. I'll tell you where they'll tell you where everything's at. And then when you don't know what to say, be quiet. What I was thinking along those lines is Yeshua had his three disciples, James, John, and Peter, on what we know as the Mount of Transfiguration. And the Bible says, Peter said, can we let us build 3 tabernacles? And then the commentary said, for he went not what else to say. He did not know what to say, so he just opened his mouth and said something. And that's the way people are, because I get people in a room, and it's tough, especially when you have people who have to give considerable amount of thought to what they're about to say. You ask a question, and there's this pause, and there's silence. And some people can't stand silence. But some people have to think. Some of us may be quicker at thinking or quicker to speak. You see. But it's always amazing as I sit there during the pause and watch how people respond to the pause, and you can tell some people, they just can't stand silence. They got to say something. And at that moment, Peter, in his excitement or whatever, he had nothing else to say. So he said, let us do something. We need to do something, you see. Instead of just observing and watching. Because I'll tell you something, you can learn a whole lot more by watching and listening than you can talking. When you're talking, you're only saying what you already know. Not a whole lot to be learned there. And I understand when you're talking to people who, may not know a lot, but even ignorant and unlearned people have some knowledge. They have some wisdom. And I've watched how Father has used some situations that, and this is the beauty of him being who he is he could take some silly, bothersome situation and teach us a huge lesson from it.
For more information, visit www.arthurbaileyministries.com or call 888-899-1479. This program is made possible through financial contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.